Hi there, I hope this finds you well. My name is Dustin Ford. My wife Candace and I live here in Yorktown with our 3 kids and our dog Dixie, who is right here on the couch over my shoulder. Our kids are 4th grade through 8th grade. First of all, thank you so much for taking time to listen to this short video. Secondly, thank you so much for all you do. I know being an athletic director takes a lot of sacrifice and takes a lot of time away from your family. So thank you so much for all you do for our kids. We really appreciate it. I've been lucky enough to be a part of the Yorktown Youth Football League ever since it started about 5 years ago. And I think we probably have a lot of similarities in our decision-making process as you as athletic directors have. So ultimately, every time that we make a decision at the Yorktown Youth Football League, we ask ourselves 2 questions. We ask ourselves, is this good for the kids? How does it affect the kids and their development? And the second question we ask is, how does it affect and help the Yorktown football program? So every decision we make are based on those 2 criteria. I'm sure that you guys do something similar. So today I want to talk about specialists. So kickers, holders, long snappers, punters. Okay. So what we noticed in the Yorktown Youth Football League is that we weren't having a lot of people kick the ball or develop kickers. We believe, and I'm sure you do too, that it's just as important to develop a kicker and a long snapper as it is to develop a quarterback, a wide receiver, a offensive lineman, a running back, so on and so forth. All right. As you know, you go and watch a Friday night football game, teams almost always kick after a touchdown. So what we did to try to incentivize coaches to develop kickers is we made it so after a touchdown, you can line the ball up on the 3-yard line and you can try to score by running or passing, and that is worth 1 point. And then we've made the kick worth 2 points. So again, to incentivize, but also at the 3rd through 6th grade level, kicking is a lot harder. So there's not a lot of kids that can do it. Okay, so we thought it was fair to make it worth a little bit more. So what I want to talk about is the current point distribution at the middle school level. So as you know, in 7th and 8th grade, after a score, you have 2 options. You can line the ball up at the 3-yard line and you can try to score for 2 extra points, or you can kick from the 10-yard line, so a 20-yard kick, and that is worth 1 point. So the current point distribution really puts coaches in a difficult position. So on one hand, the coaches are focused on developing every position, including the kicker and long snapper position. But on the other hand, they're also trying to develop a winning culture, and they want to win games and want their teams to win. So it's a difficult balance, right? So if they run a kicker out there every time to give them in-game reps, which are very important to the specialist, but then they lose by a couple points, that's not really fair, and we don't want to see that happen. So my request is that we change the current point distribution for extra points following a score to make it that you can score from the 3-yard line via run or pass, or you can kick, and that those are both worth the same amount, whether that be 1 point each or 2 points each. So if you run it in, you get 2 points. If you kick it, you get 2 points. This then will incentivize coaches that if they have a kicker, you know what? I don't have to worry about leaving points on the board. I can do what's right for the kid, and I can do what's right for the program, which is ultimately develop a snapper and a holder and a kicker. The current setup makes it so you hardly ever see anybody kick. If you make the points both the same amount, then this does not penalize a team that has a kicker, right? This isn't about giving a team who has a kicker an advantage. This is about leveling the playing field. This is about developing kids and developing the program. So my ask for you would be that you guys implement this rule change ASAP and go ahead and put that into place this year so that these kickers have a chance to get these in-game reps so that next year when they possibly are on the field on Friday nights that they are better prepared. So ultimately, again, it's about the kids and about the programs. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your consideration.